The year was 1936. An African-American man named Jesse Owens won 4 gold medals at the Olympics in Berlin, Germany, which incensed Adolf Hitler. The Spanish Civil War began. King Edward VIII abdicated the throne. Construction on the Hoover Dam was completed, and despite the fact that the Great Depression was still raging, the Waltham supermarket opened its doors. Waltham, Massachusetts was where America's entry into the Industrial Revolution began in 1814. When the Boston Manufacturing Company built the first integrated spinning and weaving factory in the world using the water power of the Charles River. The city was also home to the Waltham Watch Company, manufacturing high-quality, world-renowned watches from the 1850s to the 1950s. That's how the city got its Watch City nickname. Waltham was also home to the brass-era automobile manufacturer Metz from the late 19th century to the early 20th century, where the first production motorcycle in the U.S. was built. Hey everyone, Sean here, and welcome to the 3rd episode of my quarantine-induced web series, Old T-Shirt Tuesday. I decided to change the formula a bit this week to keep things interesting. So my dad was born in Waltham in 1933. He grew up there, he loved the city, and he's pretty much Mr. Waltham. Mom was born in Salem, Massachusetts in 1938. Now Salem is known as the Witch City, because of the infamous Salem witch trials, which took place in the late 1600s. As fate would have it, about 20 years later, Mom and Dad met at a dance hall called Mosley's on the Charles in Dedham, Massachusetts. They got married in Salem in 1959 and began their life together in Waltham. I came into the picture in 1969, the youngest of the 5 Biggins kids, a little more than a month before the first moon landing. Well, around 1974-ish, when I started kindergarten, I think. Mom started working at Waltham Supermarket. Now, Dad had already been working there for several years, as well as being a dispatcher for the Waltham Fire Department. Ultimately, he spent nearly 35 years of his life working in this little building. Mom eventually moved from cashiering to the courtesy booth. Dad stayed as a cashier. He really loved interacting with the customers. By the way, to many people in New England, particularly the older generation, this is a shopping carriage, not a shopping cart. Mom and Dad both worked at Waltham Supermarket until its demise in 1992, when it was taken over by Shaw's. They actually continued to work there under the new management until they each retired. Well, once the writing was on the wall and it was very clear that Waltham Supermarket was going to be no more, management had these t-shirts and some sweatshirts, made up for all of the employees to commemorate the life of the store. A few extras were made, so our parents grabbed a couple for us kids. I love the fact that I still have this t-shirt. It's a nice keepsake, a slice of the city's history, and a reminder of a time gone by and of Mom and Dad and the sacrifices they made for us. Thanks for watching. Until next time.